Hey guys, it's Tuesday and you're watching The Revolution. I would just like to preface this by saying that I am kind of in a shitty mood. I've been interrupted a million times and it's been very difficult to film today. So if I come across as a snotty bitch, I apologize. This week we are talking about something that gets us down, something that makes us feel like crap, and then how we combat those thoughts and feelings. In a previous video, I briefly stated that I have a panic disorder, and that's kind of what I want to talk about today. I don't want to talk about the panic disorder or the panic attacks. I really just want to talk about the feelings and thoughts that go through my head after I have let someone down because I am not doing something because I'm afraid I'm going to have a panic attack. So, being a panic attacker, panic disorder, I have dealt with this for a very, very long time, and I've had my share of letting people down, disappointing them by my not participating in some things. And so I kind of just want to take you through the thought process. Yeah, just the thought process of during and after. I'm in the process of letting someone down, telling them that I can't or won't go for whatever reasons. Now comes a flood of guilt. You feel guilty for letting them down. You're not just feeling guilty about letting that person down, you're also starting to feel guilty about even being this way, even having the panic attacks, that it's a thing. The guilt is extremely overwhelming for me. I don't know how it is for other people, but it also depends on who it is that I'm letting down. People that I really care about, when I'm letting them down, I feel terrible, and it will last quite a while, which is what I want to focus on. So it's a cycle, and what happens is I start to feel guilty, and then I start feeling inadequate, and then I start not just feeling like I disappointed this person, but that I am a disappointment in general. And then it goes into don't bother with me, that I'm not worth it as a person. It escalates rather quickly into, I catastrophize the situation. So when a person is feeling disappointed by me, I think that you should know that I am feeling way worse. So because of how crappy I feel and how quickly it escalates, I've had to learn how to deal with those feelings and how to change them. When I first started on this journey of panic, my day would be for sure ruined. My night would be for sure ruined. Sometimes it would be a week. It would last forever. As I've grown through lots of therapy and dealing with certain things, I've learned some useful tools to help me get out of that vicious cycle of just dragging you down, down, down. And what I do is basically I turn whatever I'm saying around. So when I'm saying I'm just not worth it, I'm not worthy of people's time or attention, affection, their energy, because clearly I can't give them anything. Which, side note, just because you're having a panic attack or you won't do certain things doesn't mean that you won't and can't provide other things for people, which has been a huge thing for me, because I would just all around feel like a failure and that I suck at life. And now I understand that that's just a part, and in this moment I may be disappointing you, but it doesn't mean that I don't care about you. It doesn't mean that I can't be there for you in other ways. It's just, I don't know, this is just part of me. If I'm saying I'm not worthy, I will turn that around to say I am worthy. This is it's just changing the way that you say things to yourself. I will focus on, or try to focus on, good qualities, things that I do really like about myself, and even though I'll be feeling bad about this, I'll try to think of something that I'm good at, or ways that I could benefit. I don't know. Basically, I just try to not catastrophize everything. And mine is through self-talk, is changing my inner dialogue. And because I so badly don't want to feel the way that, feel those things, it's important to me to focus on the, like, I don't know, something that goes through my mind, not always right in the moment, but eventually will come through, is give so much of our energy to the negative and to the bad things, or to the things that we don't like about ourselves. And by doing that, we're fueling, that's us watering that, we're helping it grow. And so I try to not give the energy to that. I want to give it to feeling good about myself, because I don't know, I don't want to waste any more time on feeling like shit about myself, because I don't. My point is trying to just change the inner dialogue and the way that you look at things. It's all about perspective. It's not taking away the panic attacks. It's not taking away disappointment on the other person's end. But it eventually starts to help you grow and maybe want to face things a little bit more. I still do let people down. You know what sucks too is that the people that I'm talking about that I'm letting down or that I disappoint are the people that I care the most about. And so that's what makes it suck even more. And another thing that I do is I try to tell the people that I love how I feel about them, how I appreciate them or what they've done for me. Like, I try to make up for the things that I lack, because something that really gets to me is how is that saying, I don't remember how it goes, but something along the lines of, don't tell people you love them, show them that you love them. And it's difficult for people who have a hard time showing, or in the way that I'm looking at it is doing. So it's like, my words don't mean anything. That's what I think, and that bothers me. How can someone's words mean nothing? I mean, I do know how someone's words can mean nothing, I'm not talking about that, but I do understand. I guess it just bothers me because for the things that I lack, my way of being able to show is through overcompensating, I suppose, and sharing things that maybe most people don't want to share because it's too much or makes people uncomfortable. You know what's funny to me is that the things that I fear, other people look at and think, why is that something that you fear? That seems so silly. And the things that I don't fear, like telling people how I feel about them, other people have a really hard time with. See, I don't know. Maybe you are able to relate if you have anxiety disorder, or in general, I suppose. I'm kind of getting lost in my thought right now, and so I don't know how to end this. Like a tip, bringing it all together. I guess my final summation would be that we all have something that we struggle with. Mine is panic, maybe yours is too. But the thoughts and feelings that go through my mind because of that it's not just because of that, you know what I'm saying? So whatever your thing may be that gets you down, you may feel those same feelings and have similar thoughts. And I guess my point is that we just need to not be as hard on ourselves. As long as we're trying and constantly attempting to move forward, regardless of how small our steps may be, you're trying, and that's what matters. And if people can't see that, or don't want to see that, or it's not good enough, then that's what they have to deal with. But you're still okay. It doesn't mean that you suck at everything. Or should I say, it doesn't mean that I suck at everything, because I'm talking about my panic. That's it for me. I will see you next Tuesday. Do you know what see you next Tuesday means or stands for? The acronym of see you next Tuesday? Look it up, because that's all I think about when I say see you next Tuesday.